Hello YouTube, it's Back in the Day Toys with another Carboot haul video. So, first little lot is in the corner here and has this cool old school looking skateboard. This Star Wars Micro Machine playset, and the box has seen better days. Does have this one and this, which isn't a Micro Machine clearly, but that was included. He also had these little bits down here. So there's this little witch that he was trying to say was made of silver, but it definitely isn't. This little skull. Focus. There we go. This little fairy, which is a Nemesis Now one. And this little cauldron. This little pentagram. This incense holder. And this like biker chick sort of fairy girl. So I have a friend who would really appreciate these, so they're going to go to them. And he also had this gun, and I thought, oh, that's got to be from some cool sort of action figure thing. And then I realised, oh, not only is it a bit broken, but later on it was from one of those poo toys. I forget what they were called now, but it was some like Rambo poo thing. But yeah, I only saw that after, so that was a bit of a waste of time. He wanted 15 quid for all of that, which seems an awful lot to me. The skateboard, the micro machines, and these little bits here. We got him down to 13 quid in the end, which isn't bad, I suppose. But yeah, it still seemed more expensive than I'd like to pay. Oh, and it had this in there as well, before I forget. This looks like some really old school sort of Matchbox motorbike. Haven't actually checked it for any dates or whatnot, but that one might be a winner. He might be. But yeah, it wasn't cheap, that dude. Never mind. Got this for £1. New in the box. Star Wars Hot Wheels TIE Fighter with a little stand. Don't know if that's the metal one or a plastic one. I think that's going to be a reissue one, but who knows. Bought this dude for £1. It's about the only action figure we get the whole day. On the back it said something like Imperial Toys. 1992. Yeah. Don't know much about him, but he was pretty cool. At the other car boot sale, we got this fella for 50p. Now, I couldn't see any markings or anything on him. Put him in the bag, and when I got home, his brain, which is like squidgy, had popped out. And then there's some sort of like light here, and some sort of computer chip thing there. And then on the back of his brain, it says Series 1 Sergeant Roughhouser GB46. I don't know what this thing is. I should probably have Googled it before I actually recorded my video, but I haven't. So you guys might know more than me about squidgy brain dude. Ooh. Oh, did that light up? I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But that's squidgy brain dude. I got this fella for 50p. I think this is like a knockoff Digimon toy. I could be wrong, because I'm not really the most knowledgeable on Digimon, but it really looks like a knockoff Digimon toy to me. And they had this as well, Boring 5. I just kind of like the little snail face. And on the bottom it said something like Turbo Snails. And then there was something that had a year on it, and it was like 2001. Yeah, Hasbro 2001 Turbo Snails. So I was like, oh, it's modern, isn't it, 2001? And then you suddenly realise, actually, that's 23 years old now. So, yeah, 50p, picked that up too. Found this bootleg, or is it a bootleg Game Child, maybe, rather than a Game Boy. It was $2.50, obviously very sun damaged at the front. Same fella had some magazines. Action Man magazine. Never seen an Action Man magazine before, actually. Wanted £1 each on these. Sonic Yearbook, I'll have to have a look, see if this is a Sonic Yearbook I already have. It's definitely an older one. It is not something vintage. Sorry, it's not something modern, it's definitely something vintage. So we got him, and the Real Ghostbusters storybook. Yeah, pretty cool. And then we've got all of these Blu-rays and DVDs. The majority of them came from one seller. One seller was going two Blu-rays for £1, so 50p for a Blu-ray, and 4 DVDs for £1. So Blu-rays 50p, DVDs 25p. So we got Jumanji and Jumanji 2, Spider-Man 1, 2 and 3, Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, 5 Pirates of the Caribbean films, 4 Transformers movies. Come on, cat. Another Transformers movie, Venom, Star Wars The Last Jedi, Modern Godzilla, King Kong, Jumanji, Black Panther, Infinity War, Emperor's New Groove, Thor Ragnarok, Doctor Strange, Peter Pan, The Armando Iannucci Shows, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, 101 Dalmatians, another Star Wars one, but there was 3 on there, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Independence Day, first one, Shutter Island, Old School Godzilla, Independence Day Resurgence. So a load of them came from a fella who was 3 for £1, so I spent like £3 with one person and £8.50 by the other, so it was like £11.50 for all that stack there. And then this last little lot all came from one seller. They had Cards Against Humanity, big box full of those for £2. This thing, which I thought was like really vintage and old, I thought it was like My Pet Monster style thing, but it's actually not. This crate creature is from 2017, so it's not anywhere near as old as I thought it was. I need to figure out a bit about him because he feels like he might move or do something. So yeah, there's definitely a button in there, but needs some batteries, I guess. I still liked him. I still think he looks really cool. I like him. They also had this Millennium Bug money box, probably from the year 2000, I would guess. And then this, which is really cool. It's quite heavy as well. This sort of dragon on a Hobbit house statue. That one was really nice. They only wanted £1 for that. And then they had this R2-D2, which, like the other Star Wars one over there, is a Micro Machine playset. I don't think I can open it one-handed while I'm filming. You just have to trust me. That is a Micro Machine playset. You can see it's got its little bits on the side. No, it's not going to happen. They had this Batman car, Batmobile, I guess. But I don't recognise this one. I don't think it's necessarily a vintage one. It needs batteries. But it doesn't have a year on there. It does say DC Comics. But I can't see a year of manufacture on there. But yeah, part of me thinks it's old. Part of me thinks it's not. Needs a bloody good clean, so it might be old. I don't know. I've got to look that one up. And then this was £1 from them as well. One of the old Boot toys. Old Mother Hubbard's little house or something. So in the end it was £11 for all of this, which I didn't think was too bad. They did offer me a really nice bag for life. A good Lidl's one of those thermal insulation ones. And as soon as she pulled it out and started putting stuff in, I saw there was a little box of chocolate in the back, and it's in date as well. So I thought, oh, sod it, well, keep that. Have some little bars of chocolate included in my £11 deal. And there's also another seller who sometimes has a free pile, and they had some nice incense in there. Don't often use incense nowadays, but I thought this is the one that I actually like the smell of, and it was free, so pick it up, save it for another day. So that was today's haul. We were sort of like £11 here, £11.50 here, so it's like 22. Most of this bit over here was like 13, so 22, 13, it's like 35, and then like another £5 for that. Oh, in fact, that's included in the £11 deal there as well. I've got someone who might like that too. So yeah, all in all, we spent about, I don't know, £35, £40, something like that. So yeah, it was all right. Enjoy. Bye.